Good afternoon, folks. How are you doing? It's the 27th of January. My name is Leo Naranjo IV, candidate for governor, California 2026. Just thought I'd hip you to a little bit of things that are going on. Today, we turned in our second batch of signatures to the County of Sacramento voter register of voters office. And I find that kind of interesting. My wife came up with a theory after our first batch went in. Half of the names that we submitted were invalid. Well, Leo, that's your fault. You didn't know what you were doing. No, it's kind of easy. Instructions were simple. Printed name, signature, address where you live, the city of the county that you're in. For each county on the little official form, you have to return back to that specific county. So that means if I live in Sacramento, but I'm gathering signatures from people who live in Placer County, I have to create a form that says Placer County and then take it back to their register of voters office and turn it into their people. Can't turn it into the Sacramento County people. So yesterday we turned in a big batch of names, got an email flashback from the county. Half of them were invalid. That's a sizable chunk of people. I turned that form in, turned those forms in early in the afternoon and got the email back before the end of the day. That was nearly 100. Maybe that was a fluke. Maybe something was wrong. So today we turned in another batch. And this time I asked them, what could have been the potential reason to have so many names invalidated? Well, Mr. Naranjo, we verify the names on voter registration. Oh. So your signature, your people who sign your paperwork have to be registered to vote? Yes. They have to be on the registration. Oh. That's interesting. Okay, thank you. I turned in my forms again today. 50% of them were knocked out. Again. Now, my wife's theory was they're just automatically creaming 50% of the names you submit. I thought that was a little bit high and hard to accept until I had 2 name submission that went to Placer County. One of those names was rejected. It's a husband and wife team, both from Placer County. They had to both sign individually. Turned in the ones today. Turned them in at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Got the email shortly after 5 p.m. Half of them are rejected. So if I accept their explanation, you would be trying to convince me that the people I'm getting signatures from are not registered to vote. Half of all the people I'm contacting are not registered to vote. I find that highly amusing in a state that automatically registers you to vote through the DMV when you acquire your driver's license. Voter motor registration. Those people, the Mr. Netters, the Barkahanas, the Hogues, the Netwallers, the Ann Reicherts, and all those hot-to-top people, Carl DeMaio, Tangipas, that are talking about voter ID, yeah, we might want to start looking a little bit harder on these register of voters offices to find out what they're doing for people running campaigns and that are required to turn in signatures. What's the basis for rejections? Especially if you're trying to use the excuse they're not registered to vote. Anybody who gets a driver's license in California is presumed to automatically be registered to vote. Unless that system was changed, stopped, or deleted. or is not mixing with the voter registration office, county level, and Secretary of State, things that make you go, huh. You guys have a wonderful evening. Questionable stuff. And we will talk to you again later on. My name is Leo Naranjo, the 4th candidate for governor of California 2026. And we'll be back at it tomorrow. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.